Thank you.
The death toll stands at more than 37,000. Number of people with no place to go.
Yep, I was just making sure that we were switching here. All right, so in 2023, we did have a new council member that joined us. It's Rick Engelhart. As we take a look at some development in our community, if we focus at 7th and Bunker Lake Boulevard, we have some projects that are going on. You may have noticed some of the larger structures there. There is a 150-unit market rate apartment building that's being constructed. It'll provide for studios, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments there. There's also a fitness center, dog wash, a dog park, and there's storage lockers and underground parking that's provided within that structure. We also have a 32-unit memory care building. There'll be assisted living as well as the memory care that'll occur there. There is a Taco Bell that's been started. Next month or late this month, there'll be some parts of the building that will be sent over there, so you'll start to see it being constructed. And also, many of you may have noticed the new signal that went in. That was a project working with the city of Anoka County, and the developer to have that put in place. There continues to be some additional commercial spaces out there for your business. Also, the City Council just recently approved 2 new drive-thrus off of Bunker Lake Boulevard next to the festival in the Target area. So we are expecting in 2023 to see a Noodles & Company and a Chipotle coming in on these parcels. Our residential has been relatively strong over the last several years. We've seen both urban and rural development occur in our community. Lennar has been moving forward with a 383-unit residential project. They approved 66 lots in the first phase, and now the council just recently approved 36 villa lots on the west side of Prairie Road. Something to keep in mind, which I'll touch on in a second here, but we'll talk a little bit about some traffic. Meadows at Peterson Farms is a rural development. Over the first 2 phases, there were 70 home sites that were provided for, and they are looking at trying to provide for another 36 homes that could go out there. We're currently working through the development process for the project. This just shows some of the different residential developments that are available in our community. During 2022, we've had several that were constructed. We have Oakview Acres, Nightingale Villas, Andover Village, Meadows at Nightingale, Shadowbrook North. So there's quite a few sites for you to locate. As we take a look at our 2023 Mill and Overlay program, it's one of the largest projects that the city of Andover has participated in, roughly, or actually just over 16 miles of roadway, whether that's a full recon to a mill and overlay. And if we go back to 2020, and including these 2023 projects, the city council will have done some sort of work to roughly 20% of the roadways in the community. So they've taken a large step forward in maintaining the roadways that we have. Something that Andover doesn't have currently is a roundabout. However, over the next 4 years, we will have 4. So we've got this Prairie Road Northwest and 151st Lane Northwest. This is something that Lennar will be constructing as they move forward with their second edition. Crosstown Boulevard and Nightingale, that would be a county project. And just to the north of that, Nightingale Street and Veterans Memorial Drive will also receive a roundabout. And then in 2026, 2027 timeframe, 7th Avenue up by the Meadows at Peterson Farms or 165th Avenue, they'll have a roundabout constructed there as well. One of the large legislative priorities of the community has been the Red Oaks neighborhood groundwater contamination. So right now on this map here, there's roughly actually just a few homes over 50 that are receiving bottled water. And the city's been working with the MPCA, EPA, and state legislators to receive bonding to provide for city water and connections to the neighborhood. It is a high priority of the community, and we'd like to see that funded and constructed. Redevelopment opportunities, this is something that if you've been coming here over the years, you may have noticed that we've been treating this as a marathon versus a sprint. Last year, we did acquire an additional duplex, and we also removed 2 buildings in late December. So the red parcels on the map are the ones that the buildings have been removed. The yellow ones, we still have occupants, or they're still existing units there. Our city council and our residents have a strong desire to keep our park system operational and functional. and they take pride in what they have. So our council and our public works crews, parks crews certainly take pride, and they invest money in keeping and maintaining what we have. Due to a resident's generous donation, the city of Andover was able to acquire the 2 statues you see here for our Veterans Memorial dedication. The Slyzik family generously donated a significant amount of money for that. It was a very well-attended event, and the city certainly takes pride in honoring our veterans. Our community center, it still sees some of the, I'll call it, fallout from the COVID, so our numbers aren't quite as high as what they have been in the past. But typically we see somewhere between 500,000 to 1 million people will travel through the community center and the Y that's located there. Something that did occur at our community center, perhaps you may have been there or watched it on TV, November 7th, 2022. We were able to host the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame Museum Women's Face-Off. If you're wondering, St. Cloud did win. It raises awareness for the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame Museum in Evelyn. Another event that occurs at our community center on a yearly basis is the North Suburban Home Show, which is slated for Saturday, March 11th this year. It's sponsored by the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce, City of Anoka, City of Coon Rapids, and also the City of Andover. If you're interested, we have our Andover Family Fun Fest in July 2023, and hopefully you can attend. Thank you.